What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. So I wanted to talk about a future fight that's being mentioned, being rumored in the boxing circle. Jorge Linares versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Bob Arum said this fight is a possibility. Oscar De La Hoya tells Bob Arum, listen, reach out to me. This is the fight to make. Let's make it happen. These two worked before in the past, so it shouldn't be a roadblock to stop this. The only thing is Vasyl Lomachenko is a ESPN fighter now, and I think Oscar De La Hoya, his fighters are still predominantly on HBO. But I guess that would be the only hurdle is the network this would be on. I'm pretty sure that Vasyl Lomachenko is the A side in this fight, and that would take precedence. So that I'm pretty sure this fight will take place on ESPN. Now I want to get my thoughts on this. My thoughts on this matter is I would pick Jorge Linares to win this fight based off of physicalities. I think that Jorge Linares is the bigger fighter. Vasyl Lomachenko is not that big of a fighter, man. I saw him in person, and I think that he's all of 5'6". Jorge Linares is about 5'9". And see, size doesn't matter when you're talking about skill, but when you're talking about two skillful fighters, a skillful small fighter usually loses to a skillful big fighter. We saw that take place when Vasyl Lomachenko took on Guillermo Rigondeaux. We saw the difference. Guillermo Rigondeaux could match him in skills, but the size came in, played a part. And not to mention, I believe that Guillermo Rigondeaux quit in the fight. I don't believe he had a hand injury, but that's neither here nor there, and that's not up to me to decide. Only Guillermo Rigondeaux know the truth to that. But like I said, we saw the difference when a skillful little man fights a skillful big guy. They have weight classes for a reason, and I think that the size and the speed and the footwork. See, Vasyl Lomachenko usually has the advantage in footwork. He usually has the advantage in speed, or if it's not equal. He's able to move. He's able to use angles. Different things to take advantage of his opponent. In this fight with Jorge Linares, he will be totally, in my opinion, outmatched in physicalities. He will have the shorter arm reach. He will be the shorter fighter. He will be the smaller fighter. Him moving up to 135 pounds. Jorge Linares, being very, very comfortable at 135 pounds. I believe Jorge Linares could actually make the jump to 140, because Jorge Linares is actually a bigger fighter than Mikey Garcia, and we already saw Mikey Garcia make the jump to 140. And then you see Vasyl Lomachenko won't have such an advantage in footwork and speed, because Jorge Linares, I believe, can match him in those areas. So I think that Jorge Linares, being just as equally skilled as a boxer, Vasyl Lomachenko receives a lot of praise for being this skillful boxer, and Bob Arum, and we get old media saying that he does things we never seen before, but that's totally not true. We've seen plenty of fighters do it, but we know they on the coincidental list, so you know how that goes. But me personally, I believe that Jorge Linares will be victorious in this fight if this fight does come to fruition. Just to offer physicalities, I don't think Vasyl Lomachenko will be able to use the angles. I think that it will be a competitive fight, but I think that you see, Jorge Linares has an issue with cuts. He's been cut before. That's mainly the reason why he's lost those fights. And Freddie Roach actually came out and he said that he'll quit if he sees his own blood. So that was that's the fight that just passed this past weekend. That was the game plan for Freddie Roach. But Freddie Roach himself even came out and said that he thinks that Jorge Linares, especially this version of Jorge Linares, beats Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia. And I agree with Freddie Roach wholeheartedly. I believe that Jorge Linares will beat Vasyl Lomachenko because he's just too big, too skilled, too fast. Lomachenko won't be able to frustrate Jorge Linares with his footwork and his hand speed like he does other fighters. Most of the fighters that he does that with are usually coming up to fight him in weight, and if they're not coming up to fight him in weight, then they don't have the advantage in footwork and speed. So that being the difference in the fight. So yeah, my thoughts on this, I would give when this fight is confirmed and this fight does actually come to fruition, I will give more in-depth breakdown of this fight. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. I will pick Jorge Linares to win this fight, split decision. But let me know what y'all think, man. That's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. And make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Because we be getting a lot of views and don't be getting a lot of likes, man. So when y'all come on here and y'all view it, make sure y'all smash that like button. Don't be cheap with the like button. And make sure y'all smash the bell icon so y'all can get all the new notifications. Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.